Before the video begins, the question must be answered. What is APRP? On the surface, APRP, which is an acronym for Accurate Piggy Roleplay, is just another piggy roleplay game. But it's actually so much more. Unlike the others, APRP is officially recognized by the developers of Piggy. It also stands out because of its unique features and original skins. Unique features include the Traveler NPC and the official APRP chapters, which are full of lore. Lore, which I'll be diving deep into today. So let's get started, shall we? As of making this video, there are 4 official APRP chapters, with 5 on the way. If you want to learn more about Chapter 5, stay tuned. It will be discussed later on. If you've been following my journey through the chapters thus far, you may know that the first 2 chapters come together to form one story, with a true ending, much like Book 1 in the Piggy main game. In Chapter 1, the player and their friend Daisuke Wosh find themselves in an abandoned construction site previously owned by the Neshinate company. More on them later. An official X, previously Twitter, post by APRP's creator, Tenuous Flea, describes Wosh as a professional and highly respected pilot with strong moral standards whose unwavering commitment to religion and work comes before anything else. During Chapter 1, Wosh helps the player through the dangerous construction site as they struggle to find the parts needed to fix a nearby helicopter. It's important to note that during this chapter, the player comes across a small ancient ruin laying underneath the construction site. We know from another one of Tenuous Flea's games, the Piggy Battle, that while down there, the player breathes in toxic liquid and hallucinates Envious, the Death Overlord. After the player and Wosh manage to get away from the construction site, the player passes out in a helicopter midair. Wosh lands the helicopter and arrives at no other place than the APRP lobby. He knocks on the door and is greeted by Billy in Chapter 2. When he tells Billy of his predicament, Billy reveals that he is the owner of the Neshinate company. Billy explains that after being bailed out of jail, he worked tirelessly to change himself successfully. What's strange is that Billy tells Wosh that he can find a cure up in the attic, and that's exactly what happens. In the true ending, Wosh is able to fashion a cure by using flowers in the attic's greenhouse. A cure to the infection? The same infection that's been plaguing the world, causing survivors to go out of their way, risking their lives to find it? And Billy's been able to make one this entire time? It's definitely strange, but I don't believe that these are the same infection, for this isn't the only strange behavior we get out of Billy. When Wosh enters a room in the attic, he's chased by a strange amalgamation. A grotesque, tall, robotic-looking pig. He calls Billy for help, and upon his arrival, Billy says the following. "Don't worry, he's just one of my failed subjects. I can take care of it." Failed subjects? It's not entirely sure what Billy meant by this, and it's definitely strange. It's as if he'd been running some sort of experiment. It opens up the possibility to an interpretation of Billy as a strange, almost villainous character. An interpretation that I think may have some merit. The Piggy Battle, which is another one of Tenuous Flea's games, provides fans of APRP with descriptions for the many original skins that can be found within the APRP. Whether or not every last original skin is canon will be left unanswered for now, but for the skins that we can confirm are canon allows us to paint Billy as a more villainous figure. Let's take a look at Bremer. Her skeleton is found in the attic, and her ghost chases Wosh while crying profusely. Her description in Tenuous Flea's The Piggy Battle is strange, to say the least. It mentions an event known as the suffocation. What this is exactly isn't really known, but I believe that it is the same infection that the player had fallen ill with, and the same infection that the entire construction site had fallen victim to as well. It's very similar to the infection caused by Substance 128, but it's different. This would mean that Billy has a history with this infection, which makes sense, seeing as he has the ingredients to make a cure for it in his attic. It seems that Bremer was the result of a failed cure, now haunting the attic. However, I can't help but wonder why she does this. Why does she haunt Billy's attic? How was she even able to do this in the first place? I believe it's because of none other than the skeleton cult. In the Piggy Battle, he is also referred to as the Keeper of Souls. His job is to take care of the souls of those who have passed by transferring them into another realm. He isn't just seen in Billy's attic, but also in Chapter 3, after Roger defeats Krampus. The mention of different realms in this description isn't the first time we hear of there being different realms in the Piggy universe in APRP. As a part of a collaboration with several other Piggy fan games, APRP added the Scaleistic skin to the game, the first of the badge skins to contain a custom description. It is said that Scaleistic, much like Brema, is a lost soul, wandering the new realm of APRP. Could it be that APRP is a different realm within the Piggy universe that not only exists on its own, but also directly connects to different fan games? I believe this to be true. APRP is a separate timeline, another realm in the Piggy universe where the infection wasn't caused by Mr. P's mistake, but rather it was caused by Billy. After spending time in jail, Billy would rebuild himself successfully, founding Neshinate and beginning to change the world. But all good things must come to an end. You see, Chapter 4 reveals to us a railway created by Neshinate that was shut down after sister robots began to concern the public. They started talking to people, and we know from the chapter that they began to gain consciousness. They also may have become dangerous, seeing as the one in Chapter 4 kills Rold. Who or what is Roll, you may ask? If you haven't been following the series as far, you'd know that Roll is a grotesque, monstrous wolf creature. However, I don't believe that he's an infected. His description in the Piggy Battle may suggest that he's an urban legend, and not actually an infected. But what is he really? Yet again, I believe that he's one of Billy's deplorable experiments, an innocent citizen of the railway's nearby community, mangled beyond recognition, now outcast and spending the rest of his days stalking the Neshinate sister robots like prey. I believe that the Neshinate railways nearly led to the end of Neshinate as a company. Billy abandoned the railway and began the construction site project, but he would drill into the old ruins and begin the infection in the APRP realm. Soon, the entire world will begin to fall ill as the infection found its way throughout the world. Now, dear viewer, is where the main events of APRP begin. With the story created in APRP's official chapters, we can make a Piggy roleplay game work as if it were a canon part of the story. I wanted to point out how the trailer for APRP Chapter 2 labels it as a conclusion to the origins of APRP. The player and Welsh meet the Traveler at the end of APRP's first 2 official chapters. In the main game, to travel to the different maps, you need to first find the Traveler. Almost all of the maps have the Traveler NPC in them. The ones that don't, however, still work canonically. These are maps like the Insolence Mine, and funnily enough, the Attic. Why would you need the Traveler to go with you into the Attic if he's already part of the place you're currently living in? The Attic connects directly to the lobby, and the lobby is Billy's mansion. After creating a cure, I believe that Billy and the rest of the group continued to explore the Piggy world. The skins you can roleplay as are meant to represent the characters you come across. After all, anything can happen. It's an altered version of the Piggy storyline set in a different world. After spending a great deal of time exploring, it all comes down to the final chapter. The final APRP chapter, that is. Self-Dercation. Brian Billy hits a road trip to settle unfinished business from a dark past. Has he prepared for what it takes? The price is staggering. Will he redeem himself, or will he continue to keep his wretched secret? It all makes sense now. Billy's work is not done. Even after getting out of prison, his dark past continued to haunt him. Now, with the Traveler at his side, he'll finally finish what he had started all those years ago. Curing this terrible infection, ending the suffocation, and finally redeeming himself.